It may get rough.
Facing a backlash over the targeted killing program, the White House insisted its nominee to head the CIA is not in trouble.
So the president believes that the Senate should and will confirm John Brennan expeditiously.
But White House counterterrorism advisor John Brennan, described as the architect of the expanded drone campaign that targets alleged al-Qaeda leaders overseas, is now in the crosshairs of Republicans, Democrats, and Mr. Obama's traditional supporters on the left.
The United States took a program that was used very minimally by President Bush. And now there are over 3,000 civilians who have been killed in this program.
On Brennan's watch, the cleric Anwar al-Awlaki became the first American successfully targeted for death in September 2011. 2 weeks later, his 16-year-old son was also killed in a drone strike and described as collateral damage.
I think it's fair to say that far fewer civilians lose their lives in an effort to go after senior leadership in al-Qaeda along the lines that we are discussing here, as opposed to an effort to invade a country with hundreds of thousands of troops and take cities and towns.
The Justice Department's draft memo that seeks to legitimize the targeted killing of Americans is described by leading national security lawyers as overly simplistic.
I think that before they decided to take an extraordinary action and essentially unilaterally execute an American citizen, that they wanted legal cover.
At the Senate Democrats' annual retreat, Senator Ron Wyden threatened, quote, to pull out all the stops to get classified legal memos that justify the killing of Americans without judicial review.
What I can say is that the president, and this administration will continue to work with Congress.
Another line of questioning at tomorrow's confirmation hearing will likely focus on Brennan's 2007 statement that the controversial CIA program, which included the waterboarding of 9/11 architect Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, saved lives. Brennan worked under John McLaughlin, a former CIA deputy director.
But if he says that he talked to colleagues about it and expressed reservations, I believe him, because this is a very straightforward, honest guy.
New documents released tonight by the Senate Intelligence Committee in advance of the hearing tomorrow show John Brennan was questioned by federal investigators as part of 2 national security leak investigations, cyber attacks against Iran, and a plot by al-Qaeda in Yemen. Brennan states that he is only considered a witness in those cases. Chris.
Should be a very interesting hearing, and we'll have much more on this with the panel. Catherine, thank you.
You're welcome.
In the Syrian